ranking Kendrick Lamar's entire discography from worst to best. Coming in at 7, I have Overly Dedicated, sitting at around a 5 out of 10. You can see the talent that Kendrick has in this album, but ultimately I think he's still trying to find himself, and that kind of shows. And he'll improve on a lot of his skills later on. At 6, I have Untitled Unmastered, sitting at a 7 out of 10. It feels wrong to put this at 6, which is really low, but that just shows how good Kendrick's other albums are. Ultimately, the reason why I have this at 6 is because I'd rather listen to a full-fledged album rather than Untitled Unmastered, but it's still very, very good with some really good songs. Coming in at the 5 spot, I have Section 80, which is an 8 out of 10. Just has so many songs that constantly stay in my rotation, like ADHD, High Power, Ronald Reagan Era, and more. The only reason why it's not higher is because I think, as a whole, this album is still really good, but I just don't think it's as good as the others. At 4, I have Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar's newest album. This album has songs that I enjoy and like listening to, but then also just the whole body of work, the album experience was really, really good. When this album first came out, it was all I listened to for a considerable amount of time. I really liked the unique approach that Kendrick took, which was just like being really honest and transparent. That was also really cool and refreshing. Oh yeah, and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is also an 8 out of 10, but a little bit higher of an 8 out of 10. At 3, I have Damn, which is a 9 out of 10. Literally every song is a hit. Every song, except maybe Blood, which is the intro song because it's just talking. But besides that, every song I still constantly listen to. Every song is in my playlist. Every song is freaking good. Every song is a hit. And Duckworth is one of the best closing songs of all time for an album. In the 2 spot, I have Good Kid, Mad City, which is a 10 out of 10. It's literally perfect. Thing is, the next album is also perfect. But this album has such good storytelling. It's such a nice, cohesive album. The album experience is great, but it doesn't sacrifice replay value. The replay value is also there, and that's special for an album to be able to have both of those things. And finally, at number 1, I have To Pimp a Butterfly, which is obviously also a 10 out of 10 album. It's one of the, if not the best rap album of all time. The jazz-infused production is super unique, cool. The storytelling, just like Good Kid, Mad City, is off the charts. There's replay value. The album experience is great. Just everything about this album is perfect. If you were to create a perfect rap album, To Pimp a Butterfly.